Hi, my name is Tim Ria, host of the Digital Health Live Show at International CES. We are here at the WebMD Wellness Lounge and Studio. We have a special episode. I always pull in some special guests. So we have Dr. Francois Tebou with Thermal Flash. And I'm very curious to understand, you came from where?
So we come from France.
Okay.
And we've developed the Thermal Flash in 2007.
Okay.
It's the first non-contact thermometer that used the temperature from the temporal artery here on the side.
Okay.
And it's very much used now in the fight against Ebola.
Yeah.
And every epidemic diseases since the flu H1N1.
Yeah.
And it's used by NATO, the US Army.
Interesting. So what's been interesting about the Ebola phenomenon is it seems like it really peaked in the media a couple months ago, and then it kind of pushed off to the side in the news story. I've also been working on an Ebola project, which we'll go into. But first, let's take a look at what the device does, and how does it help people, and how does it, because obviously it's contactless, you don't want to be in touch with fluids with Ebola or things like this. This is a paradigm-shifting device, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what's interesting, so it's non-contact, so it's very easy to use because you can use it on the side of the forehead like this, a couple of centimeters, 3 to 5 centimeters on the side here. And so what's interesting about it, it's got here, the little probe here, which is able to measure the environment, the degree of hygrometry and the temperature, and it's going to compare it to the main probe here, which is used to...
Wow. So it can do different environmental kind of...
Yeah, so it's very useful in Africa because it can adapt itself to extreme temperatures and conditions.
Interesting, interesting. How are you getting these out into the field?
So we work a lot with NGOs and governments, and also, like I said, the US Army, for instance. And it's them that bring them to the countries that are in need. We also work with quite a lot of governments, airports, and all that kind of institutions.
Yeah, because that's very interesting. And then this can be used for all kinds of other use cases as well?
Well, obviously, it's been designed for home, and it's very useful for mothers who have small children, because you can take the temperature without waking up the baby.
Yeah.
And the head is always accessible.
Jill would like to hear that. Jill, our producer, just had a baby, and she's been working really hard, so when the baby sleeps, she gets to sleep, which is really good.
So you don't want to wake him up.
What are you using CES for this year? What are you trying to accomplish with your mission?
Well, now we work in 19 countries in the world. Europe, Africa, and we're launching Bewell Connect and the Thermal Flash in the United States in 2015.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to tell you a little stories. In Seattle a couple months ago, I was invited to be part of a hackathon, the Ebola hackathon, to take the official training materials, which is basically like PowerPoint slides, and we took the Ebola camp maps from the US Army, and we basically first created a video game. So we had a bunch of game designers because we wanted to create a more immersive experience for training and pre-visualization of the camps. And then a little company called Samsung has teamed up with Oculus Rift, and they sent us out the first Samsung Gear VR. Wow. So what we're going to do is you'd basically take the Note 4 cell phone, and we can basically take the video experiences, which is basically like a game of the actual camp. And instead of having to just look at a screen and a computer, which we can also deliver the training module there, we can actually put you inside the camp where I can snap
That's great.
the phone. Like so. And this has motion tracking, so now as you turn, it's upside down, of course. So what's really cool about this device is we've been working to optimize the experience. You can actually pre-visualized, and if you turn your head, you can see like cabinets, you can
great.
see the whole Ebola experience. The next thing we're going to do is here at CES, there's a company called Virtuix, which makes an Omni, which is a new type of treadmill for virtual reality. So you put on some special shoes, and now you can actually walk around, and it transfers the data like a joystick would, so you could control the game with a full Ebola health suit.
Yeah.
So we're working on that with Beth Kolko from Shift Labs out of Seattle, and Mark Sealander and the whole team. And I'll cut in a video so you guys can see that experience. But this is all very cool to see innovation helping people in the field.
And you'll be interested that we launched the thermal flash, connected thermal flash. So that's very helpful because directly you can send to the cloud all the temperatures that have been measured.
Yeah.
And so you can create alerts, real-time alerts for governments.
Right off of that into the...
exactly.
Oh, interesting. So it could be at an airport or anywhere.
Exactly. This solution is called Bewell Control, and we've developed it this year, and this is something we're trying to launch also.
What's your website, and how do people get a hold of you?
So you can get a hold of us on bewell/connect.com, which is our website, and that's it.
So there you have it. Well, thanks so much for coming down, and that's really special innovation. I think it's going to change the world. Cheers. Nice work.